welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for joining us today. Welcome back to Wild West Wednesday, where I am joined by our amazing moderator, Lucas, where he is going to be helping us go through and make our Clue 8 for our Wild West PMQ. Now, I know we're a little bit late to the party. We had a bunch of stuff going on this month, and unfortunately we had to keep pushing the Wednesday meeting back. And then, of course, I also had issues with my sickness and everything else, and so we had to push things back. But we are back. We are here. We're ready to go with clue number 8. And as always, I am completely unprepared. I barely printed up my clue. I don't have my pieces laid out yet. I was still trying to get all the pieces together when the timer went off, and I'm like, forget it. I'll just turn it on and we'll figure it out in a minute. So, first things first, of course, I want to welcome everybody back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope the weather is better by you than it has been by us. The weather is just crazy. Like, it's either 60 degrees or it's 30 degrees. Like, it just can't seem to make up its mind. And it's been raining on and off for, gosh, I don't know how many days now. I've lost count. I'm fairly certain someone is building an ark somewhere. Because it's just been raining like crazy. The good news is there's no snow, though. Because, like, last week we had rain and then snow. So it was just weird and awful. So anyway, all right, so let me hop into chat, say hello to everybody there, and then we are going to go ahead and get started with clue number 8 as soon as I get my stuff together. But first, let me hop into chat real quick and say hello to everybody there. The very first person in chat today was Teresa Lynch. Hi, Teresa. Thank you so much for being the the first person in chat today on our Wild West Wednesday. We really appreciate that. Katie is also here. Hi, Katie. It is so great to see you. I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you. I'm sure it was probably just over the weekend, but it feels like it's been forever. So welcome back. We're so grateful that you're here. Denise, hello. How are you? Denise, I'm so sorry. I never said hello to you on Sunday when we were here on Sunday. I did see your messages pop up in chat as I was watching the replay, and I never said hello to you. So I am truly sorry for that. I do apologize. So hello, welcome back. I'm so grateful you're here. Thank you so much for being here. I hate it when I miss people in chat. It makes me crazy. But we were doing a lot. I was really busy and I got distracted, and so I do apologize for that. But I'm glad that you're here, so thank you. And Chloe, hello. It's so great to see you as well. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for being here today. It's probably going to be slim pickings today. It looks like it's kind of a quiet crowd, but that's okay. We can all hang out. It's cool. It's no problem. Sylvia, welcome back to the channel. Thanks again so much for being here. I really appreciate you being here. Oh, my screen just reset here. I think that's everybody in chat. It's going to be kind of a quiet night. Looks like there's not too many people, but that's okay. You know, everybody's busy. Everybody's got things going on, and that's all right. All right, so let me first flip the camera so I don't forget to do that, so that we can get our Zoom camera going. So give me a second. All right, there we go. Zoom camera's running. It's like weird. Like, it's not supposed to be, I don't know what's happening with it. Like, it's supposed to be zoomed in, but it won't zoom in. And that's actually why we were late, is because I was trying to mess with that. I don't understand what's happening anymore. I've given up. I'm throwing in the towel. I'm like, I don't know anymore. Like, there we go. Now it zoomed. Like, it's so weird. Like, nothing is working the way it's supposed to today. It's just the way it is. Hi, Terry. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining us today. It is just crazy because I am completely unprepared. So the first thing I need to do is, obviously, as you guys can see, wow, that's completely backwards. What is going on? Like, I told you, this is just crazy today. Flip vertical. Ooh, that is not what we wanted to do.
Funny.
That's not what we wanted to do.
That's awesome.
Mr. Westbrook's laughing at me. That was not what I wanted to do. Oh, that was funny. That was really funny. Let's try this again. Okay, there we go. Now I'm on the right side. All right. That was really funny. Lucas, you didn't see it, but I accidentally flipped the screen so that you and I were flipped upside down instead of
okay, yeah.
So we were on the ceiling there for a second. Oops, that was funny. And then Mr. Wizard, I hear him yelling down the hallway. That was awesome.
Was singing to the left. Look at that
there
now,
you go,
y'all.
yeah. That was funny. Oh, Sylvia says, I'm in travel status, busy times. Oh boy, Sylvia. Yeah, that does sound like it's been busy. All right, so let me lay out my pieces. This one's gonna go together real quick, isn't it, Lucas? It's gonna, like, it looks like it's gonna be a really easy one. Gonna go together pretty quickly. You guys can see my space here is all kinds of messy because I got all kinds of things going on. Let's see. We've got, obviously, a bunch of triangles, so let's put those together here. I told you guys, I am not prepared for this. Like, I haven't laid anything out yet. Oh, this is some long pieces here. We are doing clue 8, right? Clue 8. Okay. Let me see if I can find some alphabetties. I don't know if I have any right now. I had intended to make more over the weekend, and they're actually sitting on the counter right now. They need to be cooked, I guess. I don't know if is that what you're supposed to say? They're supposed to be cooked? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just like, just don't mind me. I'm I swear it's like my first day. I swear. Like, you'd think that why do I have 2 B's? I think I'm just going to wing it because I don't have enough letters. So we're just going to wing it. Sorry, guys. I got no alphabetties today. We're just going to wing it. Terry says, I'm hand stitching tonight. Maybe I will take a break. There you go. Chloe wants to know what you're hand stitching, Terry. Dancing on the ceiling. That's right, Terry. Yes, we were dancing on the ceiling. That was fun. Hi, Patty. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining us today. I hope that I can manage because I'm a little, like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm feeling 10 times better. As you guys can hear, I sound better. I'm feeling better. I'm doing great. I've got a little bit of, like, a cough thing going on still. It's kind of like an annoying tickle. See? There it is. Freestyle hexies. Oh, no cardboards. Oh, that sounds like fun. So I just have this little bit of a tickle cough thing, weird thing going on. But otherwise, I'm feeling fine. And I swear to you, I'm not drinking. So I don't understand, like, why I'm being all silly. I don't know. All right. Oh, that's great. Now the Zoom camera has locked up on me. It's going to be great times. Great times. Great times. Okay. All right, Lucas. Let's try doing something. And then maybe, I'll focus again. So we're working on... Let's see if the Zoom camera works. Nope, Zoom camera's not working. There it is. It's been crazy today. So we're working on 2 pieces. It's clue 8, 2 pieces for section 8. Lots of triangles, obviously, but they're kind of cool pieces.
Yeah,
so
the final
first
one.
thing, I'm sorry?
So the final blocks are nice.
Yes, the finished blocks are nice, yeah, but the pieces putting them together is kind of weird. So this is interesting. So we're going to be making some flying geese and half square triangles, and it's going to make this cool design. That's going to be kind of neat. Awesome. So most of you have probably, if you are doing this clue, this is Wild West, obviously. And most of you have probably already put your clue 8s together, and hell, you might be working on your clue 9s here soon. We're a little behind, and that's okay. All right, so Lucas, what are we doing for step number 1?
We are making 4 half square triangles with fabric D and fabric F.
All right, so my F fabric is this really pretty red, like flowery fabric, I guess you'd call it. And I got a lot of these, so I'm just going to grab the 4 I need. And then I also need my fabric D's, which is this really pale gray fabric that I have. So I'm going to grab 4 of those. It looks like that's all I've got for those. So now these are tone on tone, so I got to make sure that I'm rating these correctly. Right sides up. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and put these together. Oh, I got a little bit of a folded corner there. So good thing my iron is heating up. I'm going to press that out real quick. Every once in a while, you get a little folded corner or something in your kit. So I just need I want to go ahead and iron out that corner real quick. And then I'm going to put these together. So it is Wednesday. Happy hump day, everyone. I'm so glad it's Wednesday. That means we're more than halfway through the week. It hasn't really been a rough week for me. It's just been like chaotic. Like there's just been a lot going on. I've had things going on every day after work on Zoom here at home for various things. So that's been a little crazy. Mr. Wizard has been awesome. He's been making dinner every night, which has been so so grateful to him that he's been making dinner because it just makes my life a little bit easier. So that's been really nice. And I still have my shoes on, and I don't usually like to quilt with my shoes on. So I'm going to pull this shoe off. There we go. I don't know why I don't like quilting with shoes on, but I don't like quilting with my shoes on. I prefer to be barefoot. I don't know why. But all right, so let's go ahead and put these together real quick. What is every so we already know what Terry's working on. And Terry, I watched your video yesterday with the elephants. Absolutely gorgeous elephants. They are beautiful. If you guys haven't already, make sure you check out Terry over on her channel. You can do ! Terry. She is super talented. Those elephant quilts are just beautiful. I assume those were paper piecing. Were they just a standard paper piecing design, or were they forgive me, my brain just completely shut off. Violet Craft FPP. Okay, yeah, thank you. That's not what I was thinking, but that will work. Legit kits. That's what I was thinking. I was wondering if it was a legit kits, but Violet Craft FPP. One of these days, I will get up enough courage and enough skill to do a full-size paper piecing project, because they take forever. No, yeah, the legit kits, they are very expensive. That is for sure. 100%. Lucas, how is your week going now that your pest problem is under control? Lucas had a 5-foot pest in his house last week. My daughter Tony was home.
It was good. I wish he wasn't sick. We would have done a lot more. We had stuff planned for Saturday morning. There was a St. Patrick's Day parade that someone wasn't feeling too well, so we stayed in with her.
Well, that was nice of you to stay in. I would have just left her at home by herself. Because I'm evil like that.
Well, I don't even... If I even left, I don't even think she would have noticed because she slept until 4 p.m. I could have been...
Say, yeah, she was out cold.
So...
Alright, so with the directions say we're going to press these towards the F fabric. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So how many of you are doing the flyaway project? I know that my aunt and my mom are doing flyaway. They have not put their first clue together yet because my mom just got her box. Just like, I think last week. So they have not put their first clue together yet. I'm excited to see what that's going to look like. Terry says, me! Well, Terry, make sure you post pictures of your clues on our Facebook group, if you don't mind. I'd love to see what you guys are working on. I want to live vicariously through you while that's going. I did hear that they've made some announcements regarding the next PMQ. Something about being under the sea or something. I'm actually bugging to make another elephant trying to suppress the urge. Well, they are beautiful. They are really beautiful. And it sounds like you really enjoyed it if you've already made 3 of them and now you're thinking about making a 4th. All right, those pieces are put together. Lucas, how you doing over there?
I'm doing good. I'm getting prepped for step 2.
Oh, step 2. Step 2, we're going to be making 2 flying geese. We need 4 of our fabric Fs and 2 of our fabric Cs. We're going to be using the medium C triangles. Which is this one here, I believe. Yes. So I need 2 of those. And then I need 4 of my F fabric, which is this fabric we were just using before. So let me grab 4 of those. And we're going to be putting those together. I like to do my left side first, then my right. I think the instructions for cotton cuts always tell you to start with the right. I mean, I guess it does. I don't think it really matters. So... But I always like to start with my left. But you're going to do long side of the small triangle to the short side of the large triangle. do one side, press it, and then do the other side. There's a Mystery 5.0 PMQ on Saturday. It's a mini one-shot thing. You can join with your own stash. You have to join the Facebook group to follow along. My aunt is doing that. She bought the kit from Cottoncuts, and she's going to be following along with that. So that'll be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see. My aunt has become like a Cottoncuts addiction. Like she's become addicted to Cottoncuts, which I find it amazing, and I'm so happy for her that she's really enjoying it. But yeah, she's developed a little bit of a Cottoncuts addiction, I think. Speaking of Saturday, we are going to be doing our After Dark edition on Saturday as well, but it'll be in Saturday evening, so hopefully by then you guys will be done with your 5.0 mysteries.
That'll be... We haven't had a Saturday night one in a little while. It has
been a while. We have... I mean, we did one last month, but it seems like it was forever ago. And again, it was just because of kind of the schedules. I don't think we're going to be able to do one at all in May, just because of everything that we've got going on in May. But I'm going to try and see if I can squeeze one in. We'll see. But Lucas, you and I are going to be doing a Saturday in May to put our Clue 10 together.
Which Saturday?
I thought I had it on the calendar. I know it's not one of the Saturdays that we already have planned. I know that.
Because...
Terry says, I better get to the liquor store then. Yes, you should. Make sure you buy at least 2 bottles. That's funny. And I think Cheryl will actually, Sherlock Cheryl will be back this Saturday. The weather should be nicer for her. The only reason that she hasn't been joining us on our live streams this over the winter is because the weather has been so crappy, and she drives about an hour, so the weather's been kind of crappy, and we don't want her driving in the crappy weather in the dark. So she's been doing an awesome job of staying with us in chat while we were doing them, but I'm sure Mama Joyce will be happy to have her partner in crime back. Terry says, I bought the purple batik, so may go to my daughter for her craft room. Oh, awesome. I'll be excited to see what it is, what it looks like, how it all works. Hi, Katie. Welcome back to the channel. Happy birthday to you. I think you had a birthday either yesterday or today. Happy birthday to you. I'm sure you are 29 years young, as I am every year. Oh, it's today. Okay, I couldn't remember if I saw that it was today or if it was yesterday. It has been a hell of a day for me, so I apologize. But well then, happy birthday to you. Thank you for spending some of your time, your special day with us.
Hopefully that works. It's a little birthday surprise present, if it works.
A little birthday surprise. Oh, wow, look at that.
There we go.
There you go.
Streamlabs wanted to be helpful today.
Streamlabs wanted to be helpful today. So there you go. Katie got some extra thimbles for her birthday.
No problem. That's what we should do.
Yeah, for sure. I actually started a birthday club where I send out a birthday card and a fat quarter to anyone whose birthday it is. But with Katie being where she's at, I don't think it would make it to her. So, I'm sorry, Katie. But I did start a birthday club for anyone else who's interested. If you want to get a little bit of a gift from me for your birthday, you can email me. Send me an email with your name and your mailing address and the date of your birth, your birthday, and then I will add you to my list. So, all right. So, I've got those 2 done already. All right. So, now what we're going to do is we're going to rotate this step 2. So, we're going to go like this. And we're going to attach the pieces that we had already put together to it. Making sure that the D fabric is up. So like this.
Make sure we don't mess this up. So
Yes, well, that's why we triple check. So we rotated this one. Now I've got the D's in the corners and the F's in the bottom corners. Okay. Last thing we want to do is have to pull out the divorce lawyer.
Exactly.
All right. There we go. Triple check to make sure this is going to go together super quick. Like, we're already on step 3 and there's only 7 steps. Like, this particular clue is going to go together super duper fast.
Yeah, I was just about to mention, I was like, we're almost way done already, and it's been
right.
Time.
Yeah, it's going to go together really quick. Super duper quick. And speaking of other clues, I have been working on for like the last, for a while now. I've been prepping for our Sunday live stream where we are going to be putting our Norfolk quilt together again. We've got block number 3 to put together for that one. And that one is a lot of flying geese and half square triangles. So I've been trying to prep those ahead of time so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me do that the whole time. But I am quickly running out of time. So I have a feeling that's what I will be doing Saturday during the day before our live stream, or even during our live stream on Saturday, because we really aren't making anything specific on our live stream on Saturday. It's just kind of a catch up. I think Mama Joyce is probably planning to work on her flyaway clues because Sherlock Cheryl will be there to help her. But I don't know what those clues are. I haven't seen them, so I'm not going to be able to help them at all. Katie says, well, dang. Good job, Katie. Alrighty. So we're going to be ironing these from the front, or in towards the center. So I'm going to go ahead and grab those now. Nice small group today. You get so used to having a larger group of people in chat that you kind of forget what it's like to have the smaller groups, or you forget what that's like, and it's kind of nice.
Yeah, especially being able to chat more.
Yes, and speaking of smaller groups, if you are a member of the channel, we are starting a members only project on Monday the 31st. Monday the 31st. We are starting a members only project, so you'll have to be a member in order to access the live stream for it. But we're going to be starting a members only project. So if that's something you're interested in, you can click the button down below that says join, or there's usually a link to it in the super chat section as well, if that's something that you're interested in. And then once you join, then you can go on to our community page and get the details, and you can join us. I'm actually going to be opening up my Zoom call. I'm going to be posting a link to my Zoom call on our members only page for those that want to join live on the stream. So it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, let me make sure I put these together correctly. So I got this one here. And then this one here. Yes. Okay, good. All right, so we're going to set those aside for now. So I'm going to set those over here. And the next thing we need to work on, Lucas, have you already moved on?
No, I'm finishing ironing the full step 3.
All right, I can wait for you. Oh. In fact, while I'm waiting, I can give you guys a sneak peek of one of the blocks. I'm taking my other shoe off, but it's really tight. Oh, hang on. There we go. I can give you guys a sneak peek of what one of the blocks is going to look like for our members only project. Let me go grab it. The project we're going to be working on for members only is 2 blocks total. The chair keeps moving on me. It keeps lifting. There we go. It's a 2-block quilt, and this is one of the blocks. These are just sample fabrics. This is not the final fabrics that we're going to be using. This is just sample fabrics. I wanted to make one of the quilt blocks just to kind of see what it looks like, and plus I'm helping my mom and my aunt make this quilt as well. So that's what one of the blocks is going to look like. Put that back over there for now. So that's a little sneak peek for you guys of what the members only project is going to look like. Hi Nancy, my gosh, I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you. How are you? Hope you're well. Yes, welcome back. It's so great to see you. All right, are we ready, Lucas?
Yeah, I'm setting them together so that way I can change them.
All right, so then step 4, we're going to be putting more of those F pieces here together. And we're going to be using our C fabrics as well. So I'm going to go grab those over here. Nancy, it's so great to see you. How have you been? Working on any fun projects? We're going to be making 4 of these. So I'm sorry, Lucas, what'd you say?
Nancy said that life has been crazy.
Oh, yeah, I can only imagine. Hey, Naomi, no, I almost said good morning. Good evening. Welcome back to the channel. Nancy, I totally get that. I completely understand. Yeah, life has been a little wonky lately. But welcome back. Naomi is lurking. No problem, Naomi. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Life has been crazy, yeah. Well, hopefully it's crazy in a good way and not a bad way. Hopefully. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and sew these up together. We're making 4. Okay. This glue goes together really, really quickly.
What are we going to do with all the extra time?
I mean, I got plenty to keep me busy. Go. Things are better. Well, better is good, Nancy. I'm glad to hear that. I'm sorry that things were not well before. Obviously, if you say they're better now, then that means they weren't well before. So I am truly sorry to hear that, but I am glad to hear that things are better for you. All right. There we go. There we go. What's the command for redeeming thimbles? It is exclamation point redeem space and then the command for whatever you want to redeem, whether that's a fat quarter or a pattern or what have you. But it's exclamation point redeem space and then the command for whatever you want to redeem.
I'm trying to think. Notion is just redeem
space notion. I think fat quarter is all one word.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Sylvia says thank you. No problem, Sylvia. And thanks for that reminder as well. I am hoping to get those together this weekend. I'm hoping. I know I owe quite a few redemptions out there, so I'm hoping to get them together this weekend and get them out next week. That's my hope. That's my goal. We'll see if that works out.
So hopefully now would be a great time to redeem them if you're looking for a fat quarter or a random notion.
Yes, probably this weekend and next weekend if you want them to ship quickly. Would be the best time to redeem them. Otherwise, you'll have to wait until the end of April to redeem them. I also am sending out a couple of membership perks, depending on what level of membership you're in. Depends on what type of perks you receive. Though I have a fat quarter club. where you get 3 free fat quarters every 3 months. So I'm going to be mailing those out at the end of March also. It's like I was cold, I was hot, then I was cold, now I'm hot again. Like, oh gosh, that didn't work out well. Hang on, gotta go downstairs. That did not work out the way I wanted it to. I dropped the fan remote. I think it's just Notion, Sylvia. I don't think it's random Notion. I think it's just Notion.
Can't remember the command to see.
Yeah, I think it's prizes in chat. It's been a hot minute. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, equals Notion. So it's just Notion, no random Notion. There you go. And then fat quarter is all one word. My chair went up again.
Oh, did you change the special guest for a day cost?
No. No, but it does look really low, doesn't it?
I thought it used to be 500,000.
I thought it was too, but no, I didn't change anything. Interesting. Oh, you know what? There's a line missing. There should be pick a project, and that was for 500. Oh, it's above it. Pick your next project was 500,000. It went out of order.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why it does that sometimes, but it goes out of order. So, Sylvia, if you're trying to redeem a Notion, just do exclamation point. That, yep, just like that, yeah. And that one should come up here in a second.
Pop-up?
There it is.
There we go.
There you go. Now it's registered, and when I go to put them all together, I make the list, and I'll get it for you. So, all right. Half square triangles are done. Yay. Now it is time to do some more...
Flying geese.
Flying geese. Mama Joyce's favorite block. I don't know why she doesn't like flying geese, but she does not like flying geese. So we're going to be using this B fabric, which is this pretty star fabric I've got here. And then the last of our F triangle pieces. We're going to go ahead and put those together. Katie says, uh-oh, looks like the bot does not like you today. Yes, unfortunately, Katie, the bot is not necessarily nice to people just because it's their birthday. The bot says, nope, I hate everyone equally. Sorry.
That's our Streamlabs bot.
That's the Streamlabs bot. It's just a mean old bot. It's a mean old bot. Mm-hmm. All right. There we go. All right, so I got one side done. I'm going to go ahead and press it and then do the other side. Telling you guys, we are only what? We're 40 minutes into the stream and we're just about done. Like, that is just crazy. Just crazy. This is probably one of the shortest clues I've ever done. Marlene, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for joining us. I can't say that I remember seeing your name before. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. So great to see you. I hope you are well.
Let's see if Streambots will be nice for a second time in a row.
We are just working on our clue 8 of our Cottoncuts Wild West PMQ. Lucas is usually behind the scenes. He's one of our moderators. He's our OG. And usually he's behind the scenes, but he has joined us for this one. Katie just reminding everybody to hit that like button. Thank you, Katie, for that reminder. If y'all could go over there and tickle that button for me, I'd appreciate it. Give it a little tickle.
I wish there was a way we could do that.
I wish there was. Like, I would love it if I could find a way to give it a, like an Elmo tickle, soundbite when people hit the like button. Like, that would be so awesome. Dear Streamlabs, make it happen.
Do you have extra emotes for like subscribers and whatnot?
I do. I do have a couple of extra ones. And
There's
I don't know if I could set up a sticker. I wonder if I could set up a soundbite sticker. That could be fun. I know I could do emotes, but I wonder if I could do a soundbite.
Because I was thinking you could, if you wanted, do a Tickle Me Elmo kind of like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Because I've been trying to think about what other emotes I could add. So, yeah, you're right. I could do that. That would be a good idea. I didn't think about that. Marlene says, ooh, thank you, Lucas. You're welcome, Marlene. You're welcome.
If you have any questions...
Use them wisely. No, I'm just kidding. If you run out, we give you more. It's fine.
There's plenty of ways to earn them. If you need any guidance on the games... We have got, I think, just Terry. Terry's another moderator we have got in the chat right now who will be able to answer some questions.
And she is the top dog right now. Lucas is not happy about it. Did you see that look, Terry?
You know, I think I missed a whole stream on a Sunday. And then I realized, and I was like, Terry's going to be so ahead of me.
Oh, Nancy, it sounds like your hubby had some issues with his surgery. I think I remember that. She said the infectious doctor said everything is looking good. He said that I'm doing a great job nursing his leg, and we are now down to just a Band-Aid on it. No more packing it. The Lord and you all for praying. Oh, Nancy, I'm so glad to hear that things are going better. Mama Joyce had a similar situation when she broke her foot with all that. So I have an idea of what you're going through, and I'm just so glad that it's on its way to a better place. So I'm glad to hear that. Marlene says, I believe I am new here. Well, good. We like new friends. We love hanging out with new friends. We love hanging out with all of our friends. Not just new ones, but all of our friends. But we like making new friends, too. All right, so we are on... Can you all believe this? We are on step 6 of 7 for this clue already. Like, this one's going together, like, super, super duper fast. Super duper fast. So we've got our... If y'all can see, we've got our flying geese here. And we need to add these half-square triangles to them. And we're going to make it so that our F pieces are kind of all going the same direction. So kind of like this. You can see they're kind of all going towards the center. Yep. And so we're going to go ahead and sew those up together. So I like to do this side first and then that side. I mean, it doesn't really matter which side you do. Cottoncuts has instructions on which side to do, but...
Who listens?
Who needs instructions? Who needs instructions when they give you pictures? But Nancy, we are really, really glad to hear that everything is going much better. And we're also really glad that you're able to come join us. Obviously, family is way more important than anything else. I have the sniffles. My allergies, between the stupid cold and my allergies, I have not been able to breathe through my nose for like a month now.
Ooh.
And which was also making my cold worse too, was the allergies. And then, of course, we had this weird like dust storm thing come through. I don't know if you had that by you, Lucas, or not, but we had this weird, like a couple weeks ago, we had this huge thunderstorm roll through and it kicked up all this dust. And it was like, I couldn't breathe. I was like, oh my God, it is so bad. And so that did not help things either. But I am on the mend as well. I am feeling much, much better. I still have this stupid like little tickle cough thing going on, but it's fine. We're just going to pretend it doesn't exist. And eventually it'll make itself go away. So Marlene says, those of us who preferred not to have a more intimate relationship with our mutual friend Jack will read the instructions. True. I mean, you do have a point. You do have a point.
That was good.
But that takes the fun out of it. The element of surprise. What will I make today?
They're happy accidents.
There you go. Happy accidents. There you go. We're all embracing our inner Bob Ross. There we go. But I understand, Marlene. I get you. I understand. And there were times where I would follow the instructions. Speaking of instructions, so Mr. Wizard and I think I've told you guys this before, but Mr. Wizard and I, we have a HelloFresh subscription, which if anybody's interested in getting a free box from HelloFresh, let me know. I'll send you one. I don't get any, they're not a sponsor. I don't get any money for it. I'm just trying to help you out. Have you ever neti potted? No, I've never used a neti pot. No, the girls have used them before, but I have never, no. I've heard they work really well. I don't know. Something about whole flushing thing just freaks me out. I don't know. But so Mr. Wizard and I participate in the HelloFresh boxes. And so this week was we do it every other week. And so this week was our HelloFresh box. And it's really great because it actually allows Mr. Wizard to make dinner, which is really nice. It kind of gives me a little bit of a break. And he's learning a lot too. So it's really great. And so he was making dinner tonight. And so I order the meals, I set everything up, and then they come in, and he just makes them. Hi, Sandra. Welcome back to the channel. And so tonight he opened up the bag of all the ingredients, and he pulled out the recipe card. And the recipe card, the name on the recipe did not match the name on the bag. And the ingredients that were in the bag kind of matched the ingredients that were on the card, but there were some things that were missing, and there were some extra things. So he was so confused, and he had no idea what to do. But bless him, he said he embraced his inner Ramsey and he just wung it all up together. So when I walked in the door and I asked, I said, well, what are you making for dinner? He goes, well, here's the thing. He goes, I'm not really sure what I'm making for dinner. I just kind of threw it all in the pot. There you go, Patty. I read the instructions and then I do it my own way. There you go. There you go. So, yeah, so Mr. Wizard tried to follow the instructions, but they weren't really written, the instructions that we were given were not, inner Ramsey, the instructions that we were given were not for the recipe, or the ingredients that we received. We could have, he didn't know that we could have went online and got the correct recipe card. He didn't know that at the time. So he just kind of wung it. And it was still an amazing dinner, and it tasted very good, and it was all great. But it was just so funny when I came home, he's just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I guess we're gonna have to figure it out. I'm like, welcome to my world. I do this every day. So that was pretty funny. But yeah, he said he was embracing his inner Ramsey. He's so funny sometimes. But it was still a very good dinner. Very, very good. But so trying to follow the instructions, sometimes it backfires on you.
Sylvia, you gotta hug the bot and try again, I promise.
Yes. That's a good one. Yeah, wing it. Yeah, Mr. Wizard is the king of winging it. Yeah. Yeah, we used to say that all the time, that, he likes to wing it. He doesn't really make a plan. He just kind of goes with the flow and he just wings it. And I used to tell him all the time, I don't wing well. No, I don't wing well. I must have a plan. I've got to have the ingredients. Yes, it was a HelloFresh box. Yep. So like I said, if anybody's interested in getting a free HelloFresh box, again, not sponsored. This is just a friend passing it along to another friend. Send me an email and I can send you a link and you get a free box to start with. Sylvie says, I need directions. There you go. Yeah. If you're interested in trying it out, I can send you a link for a free box.
And hopefully the ingredients match.
Hopefully. Yeah. We've been doing it for... Terry says, I did HelloFresh years ago. Yeah. We've been doing it for like a year and a half now, I want to say. And this is the first time this has ever happened. Like, and again, we could have gone onto the app and gotten the correct recipe card. Like, people make mistakes, no big deal. And so we could have went on the app and gotten the correct recipe card, but he didn't know that at the time. He really thought that they had given him the wrong ingredients for the recipe he was supposed to follow. Because the ingredients were really, really close to the same, but like there was like extra pieces and there were some things missing. So I mean, he tried. He really did. And it turned out really well. But it was really funny. It was really, really funny. All right, Lucas. So, I see now. We're almost done. Yeah, I couldn't figure out what this piece was for. I'm like, where does this piece go? See if I had read the instructions, I would have seen that it goes through the middle. Silly me. All right, so now we need to attach these pieces to either side of the center piece here. So let's lay this out here. So our D fabric is this one. This one goes on the top like that. Right? Yep. And then this one goes on the bottom like that. And that is what our piece will end up looking like. All right, so let's go ahead and put this thing together. So I'm going to start with the top. Line up the edge and just kind of sew along. But yeah, I mean, we are really enjoying the HelloFresh box. Like I said, Mr. Wizard has found that he actually really enjoys making it. And the instructions, he's not a cook. Not a cook in the house. Not the cook in the house. But if you want spaghetti or hot dogs, he's your guy. He is your guy. He's your guy. Or anything on the grill. He's an awesome grill master. But yeah. Otherwise, he's not really a cook in the kitchen. But these HelloFresh meals have really kind of helped him learn some new techniques. I mean, he's really good at following instructions. So he's been able to follow the instructions, when they're correct, when they provide him with the correct instructions. And he's really enjoyed it. And I've enjoyed it too because it kind of gives me a day off. Looks like my middle piece is just a little bit bigger than my other pieces.
Okay, I'm glad it wasn't just me.
Yes, looks like they're about 1/4 of an inch too big.
Well, mine looks like the top is actually bigger. What's happened with both of my middle pieces so far?
Okay. Well, I've got one of them sewn up together. And that happens sometimes. They're off by a little bit. Things stretch and move around, and you just kind of stretch it back out, and it'll be fine. Lucas, did you get an email from Cottoncuts that something had shipped? That a package had shipped?
I don't recall.
Okay, I just got an email from them today that a package shipped, so I'm wondering if it's our backing fabric. Your backing fabric might come with your final clue. So that may be why you haven't received anything yet. Or it's the final clues for my Floral States of America project, which I have not forgotten about it. I really have not had the time to work on it lately. I've had so many other things going on lately. I have 2 videos recorded. I just haven't edited them yet.
So I've got a question.
Yeah. I might have an answer. If not, I'll make one up.
If I was able to sew the last, or not the last, but the pieces together without my bobbin running out and then running out just as I was done, did I win the bobbin race?
You won the bobbin race, Lucas. Congratulations. Did you sew both pieces up, or do you have to wind another bobbin?
I got the the top halves done.
Ah, so now you gotta wind another bobbin to get the bottom half done?
Wire. I had a spare bobbin.
Ah, see, you learned your lesson from last time. Should always have a spare. I always have a spare, especially if it's black or white. Like, I usually have 2 or 3 spares. Alright, so there's that one. And we're going to go ahead and sew this one up together now. Making sure I do this right. Yep. Alright. Yeah, it looks like my middle piece is about 1/4 of an inch too large. Which is fine. I can trim it off. I usually don't do any final trimming until I'm ready to put everything together. That way, in case, you know, I screwed something up somewhere, and, you know, that way it's like a triple check for me to make sure that I didn't do something wrong. So I usually don't trim it up until the very end, until I'm ready to put clue 10 together, and that's when I see, oh yes, this is definitely too big or too small. Otherwise, I just kind of leave it. Because usually if the pieces are too big or too small, it's usually because I've done something wrong, not because Cottoncuts has. Although, you know, there are occasions where a piece might be a little bit too big or what have you. That does happen, but it's usually because I've done something wrong. Hi, Susan. Welcome back to the channel. Happy Wednesday, Wild West. I was going to say Wacky Wednesday. Happy Wild West Wednesday to you. I hope you are well. Wow, that was a lot of W's in one sentence, wasn't it? I saw something from somebody and I missed it. Let me grab it again. Patty says, go outside and look northwest. You should be able to see the International Space Station. Bright, fast, and no blinking. It's heading east. She's telling that to Sandra K. Oh, that's kind of cool. International Space Station. Hi, Sean. Good evening. Welcome back to the channel. Congratulations on the purchase of your new machine. I won't give away any spoilers, but if you guys didn't already, make sure you go check out Sean's channel. He did a quick video yesterday on his new machine. So congratulations on that. We can't wait to see and hear how much you like it. I do like the color, I'll tell you that. But welcome. Happy Wednesday to you. I am sewing this up wrong.
Uh-oh.
Yes, I already sewed it up wrong. So good. See, Sean, your new machine distracted me. I'm not just kidding. Yes, the color is really cool. It's a really cool color. So if you guys have not already, make sure you go over to Sean's channel and check that out. He posted a video yesterday. It's a real short video. It's only 7 or 8 minutes long. But it shows you kind of he explains his journey on buying a new machine and tells you which machine he decided to buy. So congrats to you. Need to give it a name. Well, yeah, I mean, you have to name your machines. I mean, because you need something to yell at. You need a name to call it, to yell at it. Yeah. It's like Mr. Wizard tells me that our dogs need middle names, so he can yell all their middle names. And Lucas is currently messing with a bobbin. He had to switch out the bobbin on his machine. And it looks like he might be struggling a little bit. Are you okay over there, dude?
Yeah, so switched out the bobbin and then was pulling my bobbin through. And then the needle would no longer move. So the thread got caught. So I had to fix all that.
Yeah, Tony's machine is a little finicky. It's a little bit finicky sometimes. Lucas is using a Singer sewing machine. It is Tony's machine. My daughter Tony did like sewing at one point in time. I think now she just doesn't really have the time for it, to be honest. But she did enjoy it at one point in time. Who knows? Maybe she'll come back to it after she graduates and she comes home. Home meaning home with Lucas, not with me. She is his problem now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Be right back. Going out to see the space station. Yes, of course, Patty. No problem. We understand. By the way, it takes the space station to get from Texas to northern Indiana 3 minutes. Wow. What? That is awesome. I will have to research. Yes. That's awesome. 3 minutes. That is fast. Yes, that is fast. Yes. My iron got a little cool there for a second. It's cool. Alright, let me go ahead and... I have finger pressed these, but I don't think that I've really given them a nice hard press. Maybe I did and I forgot. I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Lay them down this way. Okay. Different. I don't know what I was expecting, but it's not what I was expecting. Are you still having trouble, Lucas?
Yeah.
Okay. Sean says, I need that for when I go to Australia. The space station? There you go. That will be funny. All right. Go. Go ahead and give this one a nice hard press as well. And then I will show you guys what we got here. Poor Lucas is still trying to figure out his bobbin. I wish I could help, man, but I can't. Sorry. Alright, this is what we got. Pretty cool. You guys can see it probably better on this camera here. There we go. Got this one too. There we go. There is clue number 8. I'm going to go ahead and create my little tags for it. While Lucas is still trying to figure out the bobbin. Does it keep getting stuck? Is that the problem?
Well, it's been so long since I've had to take the whole thing, the bobbin and everything apart.
Yeah.
Now I can't figure out how to put...
Oh, that goes in first and kind of slides in. There should be like a little indent on it. Let me see it again. No, the other piece. Oh, yeah, that piece there. Let me see it. Okay, it goes in just like that. Just the way you're holding it. And you might have to wiggle it a little bit to get it in there.
So...
Because the little grabber bar is towards the top. It might be off just a little bit. Sean says it only goes in one way.
Well...
It does. You're right. It only goes in one way. But, you know, somebody who hasn't had to do it for a little while. Now, you're supposed to put that in there, and then you're supposed to put the clip thing on.
So, the way that it goes, it's going in this way.
That's the way it's fitting?
Yeah.
Okay, then try putting it in that way and then put the clip on. Sean, I love it. It only goes in one way. That's right, Sean. Birthday lady is in the house. We're so grateful that she decided to spend some of her special day with us. We appreciate that. Then the clip goes, the opening I think goes at the top. And then you gotta slide the little black thing in to secure it. Got it? Selfie. What are you trying to do, Katie? Promote your channel? Do exclamation point Katie.
Oh.
Got it?
Hopefully. Knock on wood.
Alright, does the needle move?
I'm going to test it when I sew.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
It's been moving now that I clear out the thread.
Okay.
But I don't want to jinx it and...
Right. I'm going to flip cameras so then that way we can chat for a minute. Give me a second here. Trying to figure out where the hell am I at. Where am I at? This one. There we go. Excuse me. There we go. I think chat shows up on this. I probably need to turn the chat bot off, but that's alright. Chat bot. No, chat bot is closed. That's okay. Good. Patty, oh my gosh, Patty's messaging us from the front of her yard. She says, "I'm outside and it's over my head." That's awesome. Yes, Sean, I agree with you. I prefer the drop-in bobbins myself. Plus, I can see how much is left. That I'm with you 100%. But Lucas is, this is what he's got to work with. So
I'm the scribble bus.
That's what he's got to work with. So. Alright, so I put my little tag on it, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in my little Ziploc here. I keep all of my clues in a Ziploc. Ziplocs are my friend. The only way I would stay organized. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this clue in here. Along with my instructions. I don't know. I always keep my instructions for the project until the very end because, again, I like to put things together wrong because it's fun that way. It really makes it a challenge. So I like to keep the instructions just to make sure that I didn't put something together wrong when something doesn't work out. Oh well. Terry says, "Oh Patty, do I have to go outside now?" LOL.
By the time I get to go outside, it'll probably be way gone. But that's
yeah. No, she said it was. I think she said it was heading west. So.
Oh yeah, then.
Patty, that is really cool. I am jealous. What happened here?
No.
There we go. I am jealous. I think that's really cool. All right. Well, can you guys believe that we finished an entire clue in just under an hour? Like, that's crazy. Oh, east. Oh, she says it's coming east. Okay.
It took clue 8 before I had to pull out the divorce lawyer.
Oh, no. You have to pull out the divorce lawyer? How come? Did you put the parts together wrong?
Yeah.
You did. You put them upside down.
This one...
Well, that's okay. We got some time. I'm going to pull out some extra projects then, and I'm going to work on something else while you're pulling out the divorce lawyer. So that'll work. That works for me. I've got some pieces here that I was working on.
Oh, no.
The divorce lawyer. So I'm going to pull these out. These are the pieces I was telling you guys about before for our, Sean says clue 9 is fairly quick too. Oh, well, that's good. That'll go nicely. Susan says, I have to remember where the parts I have already sewn are before I sew. The last 2 clues I've gotten since I got back in the apartment have been so discombobulated for the last few weeks. Susan, yeah, I bet. I mean, I can only imagine. So these pieces here are our pieces for our Norfolk quilt that we've been working on. That's what these are. And I need to make some flying geese, but I've got to iron all these pieces open. So while Lucas is finishing up on that, I'm going to go ahead and grab these and start ironing up these open. So I got them trimmed down, but no. So with the Norfolk quilt, it is another quilt along. It's one of those block of the month programs. And I'm enjoying it, but it is a lot more work than the Cotton Cuts project. Not only do we have to cut all the pieces, but we have to make them all too. So like, you know, the flying geese we have to make. We have to make all the half square triangles. We have to, you know, do all that. So I've been trying to do a lot of that off camera kind of prep work for it. So then that way you guys just get to see the fun part of the block being put together. But it's a lot of work. But we are ending up with a lot of extra fabric too. This kit is about $30 a month, so it's about $10 more a month than the Cotton Cuts one. I do know what the final project is going to look like. Unlike Cotton Cuts, where there's no mystery with this one. I know exactly what it's going to look like. And there's, you know, something to be said about the mystery. The mystery can be kind of fun. Patty's giving us an update. She says it's over the Atlantic Ocean right now. That's awesome. So this Sunday we're going to be working on this one. We're going to be putting our block 3 together, I think. But I had to make 2 different sizes of flying geese and a bunch of half square triangles. So I'm trying to do those off camera. So you guys don't have to watch me doing that. But since I've got extra time, I'm just going to go ahead and grab it and work through it while Lucas is working out his stuff. We've got time. So taking advantage of it while I can. And also a reminder for those of you who are just joining us, we are doing our After Dark edition on Saturday. I know that Cotton Cuts is doing their 5.0 mystery thing during the day. But we will be doing our After Dark edition in the evening. So after you have solved all your mysteries, you can enjoy a cocktail or two and hang out with us.
Or a bottle.
Hi Janice, welcome back to the channel. It is so great to see you again. Happy Wild West Wednesday to you. I have finished up my Clue 8, but Lucas is still working on his, so you'll be able to see what it looks like. And right now I'm just kind of grabbing an extra project to work on.
Of course, right at the end, the bobbin runs out, gives me a hard time.
Yeah, that's the way it works. Yeah, but you did win the race though, so take the win. He did win the bobbin race, but then putting the new one in gave him a little bit of trouble. There we go. But yeah, this Block of the Month program, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm really enjoying it. But it is a lot more work than a Cotton Cuts project. For sure. And there's a lot of extra scrap. So I've actually been using the scrap for our block party videos. I've been using it for that. My nose is all stuffy. Uh-oh. Oh, I have another box over there. It takes the International Space Station to circle the Earth in 90 minutes, and it's 250 miles up. Wow, only 250 miles. It seems like it should be a lot higher than that. 250 miles up does not seem very high. Susan, yeah, rain is in the forecast here by me as well. It was an absolutely beautiful day today. But supposedly I'm going to wake up to more rain. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I don't mean to blow my nose on camera. That was kind of rude. Sorry. I forgot I had the camera on for a second. But yeah, hon, I'm with you. The weather was absolutely beautiful today. I actually went out on my lunch hour. I don't normally go out on my lunch hour. I usually stay in because I just have so much work to do. But I actually went out on my lunch hour today to get my tires rotated on my car. And I got to enjoy the weather for a little bit while I was out. Go. Did you get all the pieces taken apart, Lucas, and getting them back together now?
Yes.
He says with hesitancy.
I make sure not to sew it.
Not to put them back together wrong again?
Not to put them back together the same way I put them together the
I've done
first time.
that. Yeah, I've done that. I will never forget the one video that I was recording for our Olympia quilt that we did. Olympia, I think it was. It took me 3 tries. 3 tries to get the thing to go together the correct way because I just kept putting it together wrong. I was ready to throw it out the window. I was getting so frustrated with it. So I understand that.
Let's hope that's not what's going to happen here.
I hope not. Hopefully you've learned your lesson with whatever the lesson was and you won't do it again.
I'll go directions.
He's going to read the directions. See? Marlene, he should have read the directions. She proves us wrong again.
We're good. They're both the same way.
Patty, can you imagine going to Terry, then to Sandra in 3 minutes? I'm afraid I'd pop an artery. Marlene. See, Marlene even says, see?
I learned my lesson.
Yeah, he's learned his lesson. He'll read the directions from now on. I'm sorry.
Until the next time.
Susan says, worked on sewing my binding on my dancing tulips this morning. Susan, that's awesome. I can't wait to see what that one looks like, Susan. Make sure, if you're able to, please post a picture of it in our Facebook group. I want to see what that one looks like. Marlene says, good point.
This
he learned his lesson.
What my half of
that
step
looks
7.
Awesome. I love those colors. Oh, that's funny. See that purple that you've got there? I found it the other day when I was going through stuff. See, I've got a lighter version of it. I've got this one here. It's a lighter version of it.
Yeah, I don't know what, because this triangle seems a lot lighter.
Oh, I do have some.
Or is that just me? Does this one look a lot lighter than this one?
It does, but it's a batik, so that's bound to happen.
Because, yeah, I was also looking at the blues. And, well, I guess now it doesn't look that...
Marlene says that dark purple looks almost like velvet, and she's right. It totally does.
Yeah. All right, let me get this...
Yeah, you're right. It absolutely... And that's just... Those are batik fabrics. So the batiks are always going to have a little bit of a variance in the coloring just because of the way they're made. So that's not uncommon for that to happen. And for some people, that really bothers them. For me, I think it's lovely. I love it myself. Batiks are one of my favorite fabric lines to work with.
It has been
Nancy
very
says,
great.
those colors are gorgeous. Your grandma is going to love that.
And I can't wait to see what the final thing looks like.
We are only 1 month away. We have 1 more month, and then we get to find out what the final reveal looks like.
And then after that, we have to talk.
Yeah?
Two.
Yeah, you're going to need to drop it off to be long-armed, and then you're going to have to figure out how to do the binding.
Oh, no. Let's...
The binding is not hard.
But then we have 2 projects that we've talked about.
Yes. Yes, we have. You have fabric to make a project with.
Yeah, because I was going through one of the boxes and I noticed I had a full thing, and I was like, "Oh crap, we still got to plan that."
Yes. Lucas won on one of our giveaways. You guys know that on our giveaways, Lucas always joins the giveaway just to make sure that things are working. But I've always told him, if his name is called and he wins, if he wants to take the prize, it's fair and square. And normally he doesn't take it. But the one time I did a charm pack giveaway, he decided he wanted to take it because he really liked the colors. And you know what? That's fine. And so he took the charm pack, and I said, okay, now we're going to have to come up with something to make him. And then so in addition to the charm pack, I also had some extra fabric in my stash that kind of coordinated with the charm pack. So he has all of the fabric he needs to make a project, and we even picked out a pattern to go along with it. We just haven't put it together yet. So that is definitely something that we're going to need to start looking into doing after Wild West is done. So the Wild West Wednesdays may continue. We'll have to wait and see. Yes. See, you have to do a charm pack quilt. Yeah, so we picked out a pattern. I think it's called Falling Stars. If I remember correctly. It's a Pat Sloan pattern. I know that. It's something to do with stars. Random stars or something. But we picked out a pattern. And then he's going to need to start doing the fabric.
Yeah.
And I have enough stuff in my stash that I could come up with something. Yes, he deserves more, Nancy says.
What?
Yes, he does. He deserves more airtime. Yes, he does. Patty says, Lucas, binding is not that hard. You got this. I'm like, if Grandma Joyce could figure it out.
Well,
Oh My Stars, that's the name. Yes, it was. Thank you, Susan. She says she's made 2 of them. That's awesome. Well, then she's going to be our expert when it comes to making it.
I got it.
What's wrong, Lucas? Did you sew it together wrong again?
No, I was trying to figure out.
Is it going to take you the other hour just to put this one piece together?
Don't jinx me now.
It took him 1 hour to put all of the pieces together except for this one. And then it's going to take him another hour to put this one piece together. Sylvia says she has made 2 of those also. So apparently it's a very popular pattern. So it should be easy to make. Awesome. Well, he has a charm pack and he has some a fat quarter bundle to coordinate along with it. And then he also has backing fabric to go along with it too. So we raided my stash and we were able to find some nice coordinating fabrics to go along with it. So he has pretty much everything he needs to make it. It's just going to be a matter of doing it.
Making.
But that one's going to require cutting. So you're going to need to start buying some materials for that.
Yeah, because I don't have.
Because originally the plan was he was going to be making it here in my room and he was going to be able to use all of my tools. But then he had to up and go move. And so now he's going to have to do it himself. So I should probably get you a list of tools so you can start buying little stuff here and there so you're not buying it all at the same time. Because it can be really expensive if you got to buy it all at once. Just ask Grandma Joyce, she'll tell you. But you're going to need rulers, you're going to need a cutting mat, you're going to need a cutting wheel. You're going to need starch.
Tony Starch? I'm going to ask from the name it now.
You're going to need what?
Iron Maiden and Tony Starch.
There you go. We've already come up with a nickname for your Iron Maiden. Well, and that could be fun. We could do it like a family thing. Like you and Tony and Mr. Wizard and I. That could be fun. We could try and do something like that.
I've got to try and convince Tony.
To get on camera? Yeah. Maybe if Mr. Wizard does it, she'll do it too. That could be fun. That could be a lot of fun. Taylor and Brendan are out. They're not gonna join in, but they're out. But Brendan might be up for it, but she's a no.
Okay. It is put together, and this is my final block. And yeah,
I love it.
I don't know if you can
Great.
see, but my top and
yours
bottom.
is a little short.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's part of your salvage. So when you go to sew it up, we'll just have to be careful with it and make sure that we get it right. Now, what you could have done, and this is just a recommendation for next time, you could have stretched it as you were sewing it to make sure that the ends meet. Because if you pull on it and stretch it a little bit, you'll get it to meet, but then it kind of buckles sometimes. So it should be fine. It's like 1/4 of an inch, so I'm not going to worry about it. I wouldn't worry too much about it. But see, mine, well, I put mine away already, but mine was 1/4 of an inch too big, so isn't that funny?
Yeah, because I think, yeah.
But it looks awesome. Great job.
Both of mine
Yeah.
being both short.
It's just on how it gets cut, because everything is die cut, so the dies that they use were just, 1/4 inch too short or whatever, and it's fine. It'll all work itself out in the end. Terry says she thinks they give you a measurement, so you could measure the final piece to make sure it's okay. I'm sure it'll be fine, though.
Yeah.
I thought I had more.
I don't even know if I've got any.
Have any more here? So see, while you were working through that, I was able to. Yes, that's what I meant. I understand what you mean. Yeah. So while he was working through that, I was able to get some ironing done. Grab another project and work on some ironing. I will likely be working on this again on Saturday for our After Dark edition because I have a lot to do with it. I still have to finish making these flying geese, and then I have to make half square triangles and then trim them down as well, and so that we're ready for Sunday. So you'll likely see these pieces again. What are you doing there, Lucas? You're ironing or something? Measuring. He's measuring.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, is that middle one was just shy of a 1/4
Good
of an
night,
inch.
Sylvia. No problem. We totally understand. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're just about done here anyway, so you won't miss too much. But hopefully you'll make sure you get your phone charged up for Saturday so you can join us Saturday evening. 6:30 p.m. Central Time is when we will be starting. We're going to have a lot of fun with Mama Joyce and hopefully Sherlock Cheryl as well.
We'll see if they do a theme.
I don't think that there's any theme, but I could be wrong. I mean, who knows?
They like to
still,
spice it
it's
up.
still St. Patty's Day. I mean, we could still do it. Like, it's still the month of St. Patrick's Day, so we could still do. And it was funny because I have all that stuff from last year from St. Patrick's Day in the drawer over there, and I forgot all of it. Like, I forgot everything. I just completely spaced out and forgot I had any of it. And then when St. Patrick's Day came around, I was not dressed even in green, let alone like any earrings or anything. Like, I was so disappointed with myself. I think it's just because of the stupid cold. Like, I was just completely out of my mind with this cold. Well, I only have 2 more pieces to iron up, so I'm going to go ahead and iron up those pieces first. Might as well do them while I'm here. Are you marking up your pieces there, bud?
Yeah.
Man, we didn't even get to talk about your most recent trip.
Yeah, I got it was interesting because I went up to, I won't say where. I went up 2 hours north from where I am now. And I got some training with someone for the ATF in the Chicagoland that actually worked for the Chicago Police Department.
Huh.
It's from Batavia.
Oh, wow. Batavia's not far from here.
No. So
It's a suburb of Chicago, and it's not far from here. It's
but no, it was
Nancy, I wish I was coming to the Paducah Quilt Show next month. Unfortunately, next month is going to be super crazy for me, so I'm not going to be able to make it. I tried. I really did. I tried to get it into my schedule, but unfortunately, no, I'm not going to be able to make it. I really wish I could. Like, next year, I am making a commitment to myself that next year, I want to make it to Paducah. I want to make it to the QuiltCon. And I want to make it to, I think there's one up in Wisconsin. I want to make it to those next year. That is my goal for myself for next year, is to try and make it to those. But I do have a little bit of a little fun road trip that's going to be coming up here in the middle of the year when we do our road trip. I'm not going to say anything about that yet because I don't want to jinx anything. But that one could be quilting related. We'll have to wait and see. So I won't make it to Paducah, but I might make it someplace else. In the middle of the year. We'll see. But anyway, sorry, Lucas. Go ahead.
no, it was just a nice quick train, and headed up Tuesday after. Well, actually got a half day because I had to travel. So headed up, and then it was like a day and a half of training. But I worked through lunch, so I made it like a 5-hour day, and then a 4-hour day the next. So
Fun.
but now I am certified to enter spent casings into the National Integrated Ballistic Identification Network.
So you got a new certification then, huh?
Yeah.
So since you've gotten this new position, and they've invested a lot of time and money into you with regards to certifications and training and things like that, which I think is fantastic. I mean, that really means that they really like you there, and they want you to stick around. But those certifications, they're not just viable within the police department that you're in. I mean, technically, you could take them anywhere. So it's really a great thing that they're doing for you. And you've gotten what? I think, excuse me, I think I've lost count, but isn't it like 4 or 5 certifications since you've started there? And you haven't even been there a year yet, right? Oh, hi, baby.
I've had 4 or 5 trainings, but those certifications require. It kind of depends on what certification, but I know they can require up to like 100 or a few hundred hours of training and like classes that you're in or experience on your own. So this is actually the first certification that I have.
Oh.
But yeah, this month is my slow month, and then May is going to be crazy for me because the first 2 days I have training in just a town nearby. Then that Sunday I fly out to New Jersey for a week long.
New Jersey.
And then come back Friday. Then we have Tony's graduation that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next
Taylor's
week
is the next.
Yeah, and before that Monday through Friday before Taylor's, we have an intern from, I don't know where they're from, but he's going to be spending the whole week, or at least 3 hours or 4 hours each day with me training. So
Fun.
I'll have that.
So you get to
And then
babysit.
Taylor's graduation. Yeah. And then I'm in another training for a week. May I am completely booked.
Yeah, May is going to be a crazy month even on the channel here because I'm not sure how much we're going to be able to get to with everything we've got going on. So May is going to be, it's going to be hectic, but whatever we miss in May, we'll try and make up for in July. Yes, Terry, this is Ivy. She came in here and I scooped her up to say hello. But yes, this is Ivy. She doesn't not like being on the camera. Terry says, I need to take her from you. Yeah, I don't know. I'll fight you for her. This is my baby. This is my baby. She actually does not like the camera. She's very camera shy. She doesn't like being on the camera. But she's my baby. This is my baby.
Looking for the treats.
Huh?
She's looking for the treats.
She is. She was. That's why she came in here. She was looking for the treats from the weekend because I had treats in here over the weekend. So every time I'm in here now, I've been in here a lot this week, and every time I'm in here, she comes in here like, "Mommy, where's my treats?" So Ivy is a Cavachon. She's a Cavalier King Charles Bichon Frise mix. I think she looks like a pound puppy. If you guys know what a pound puppy is, it was a toy when I was a kid. I think she looks just like the pound puppies. But she's my sweet little girl. And she's really upset right now because Mommy picked her up. She always thinks she's in trouble when you pick her up because she doesn't like to be held. Yeah, she doesn't like it. So Mommy gonna put you down now. But so I wanted her to say hi. Mommy's gonna put you down. Wait. Stop wiggling. There we go. And off she goes. She's under the camera. Yes, pound puppies. They were my favorite toy when I was a kid, and I swear she looks just like when she lays down, her cheeks puff up and her ears come down, and she looks just like a pound puppy, like just like one. Yes, but anyway, well, Lucas, sounds like you're gonna have a pretty busy schedule here coming up soon, and as am I with everything going on with the girls here in the next couple months. So April is kind of gonna kind of be a reprieve for us, and then May. We're going to be all over the place, and then June, hopefully things will calm down.
Yeah.
I still have the pattern. She said I almost said recipe. You used to sew pound puppies. Oh, is there a pattern for that? Maybe I'll need to look into that. Oh, Terry, I'm sorry to hear that. She says it was a long day. Her boy puppy went to the doctor today, so that couldn't have been good. Yep. All right. Well, Lucas, thank you again for joining me. Happy Wild West Wednesday to you. That went together really fast. Like, we're only an hour and a half in. Like, normally it's a 2-hour stream, and we're only an hour and a half in. Like, we went through that real quick. And let's face it, if you hadn't gotten caught up with your machine there for a few minutes, we probably would have been done with this thing in like 40 minutes, which is just crazy to me. Absolutely crazy.
That's
like,
what I was thinking as well.
I don't think in all of my years of doing clues for cotton cuts, I don't think they've ever taken me 40 minutes to do. Like, they've always taken me at least an hour and a half. So I'm really interested to see what this quilt is going to end up looking like, because I feel like all of these clues have been super, super easy. So I used to sew them for my kiddos. Oh, well, that's cool. Original pattern in the box on eBay about a year ago. That's really cool, Terry. That's really cool. I used to have pound puppies. Puppies have always been a thing for me, but stuffed animals have always been a thing for me too, and puppies were always my thing. Yeah, that's why I remember pound puppies, because they were my favorites. So, all right, friends. Well, thank you again so much for hanging out with us today. We really appreciate you being here. We appreciate you hanging out with us. We know it's kind of a Wednesday, so, you know, we had a smaller crowd today, and that's okay. I don't mind the smaller crowd. As long as there's one person that's watching, I'll keep coming on, so it's not a problem. But anyway, don't forget that we do have our Saturday stream, our After Dark Edition stream on Saturday, 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Mama Joyce will be joining me. I'm pretty sure Sherlock Cheryl will be here as well. They're probably going to be working on Flyaway, and I'm probably going to be working on this project here, which is the pieces needed for our Norfolk quilt, which is what we will be working on Sunday. And then we're going to start the whole new month of April. I don't even have my schedule ready for April yet. That's one of the other things I have to do this weekend, so I'm going to be very busy. Lots of things going on. So anyway, friends, thank you again so much, and thank you to Lucas. You have a wonderful rest of your week, and I hope I'll see you on Saturday. Stay safe. Stay
We'll be
well.
there. Thanks, everyone.
All right, see you guys later. Bye for now.